Hello there. I'm Scott Walden, your host of the Wisdom of the Donut Hole podcast by Ugly Moose Alaska Publishing. It's the podcast about books by true-to-life Alaska crime author Ron Walden. We want to thank you for reading the books and for listening to our podcasts on your favorite platforms. I wanted to take a minute to answer a couple questions I'm often asked. First, why call a podcast about an Alaska author the Wisdom of the Donut Hole? Well, Ron's a big believer in the meaning of the wisdom of the donut hole. He encourages everyone to appreciate what they have and to choose optimism over pessimism. It's an old saying that goes like this: as you ramble through life, brother, whatever be your goal, keep your eye upon the donut and not upon the hole. So enjoy what you have. Stay optimistic. Life's much more enjoyable that way. So why book publishing and podcasts by Ugly Moose Alaska? Ugly Moose Alaska's trademark and logo for products is a muskox. Seen on business cards, banners, websites, brand items, and book covers, the Ugly Moose trademark and logo causes people to take a second look. They ask questions like, why is that ugly moose not a moose? It generates interest and opportunity to introduce folks to Ron's books, where they find great stories, interesting information about Alaska. We enjoy sparking interest in visiting our amazing state. We are very proud of it. Ugly Moose is a respectful translation of Northern Alaskan and Canadian Indigenous dialects in which the term muskox can be interpreted as ugly moose. Ancient animals with long, thick coats of hair hanging nearly to the ground, they appear almost mammoth-like. Smaller than a bison, they have horns that curl tightly against the sides of their large, compact heads. The musky scent they exude just adds to the name. When brushed properly, the fine insulating fur deep in their coats is ultra soft and ultra warm. Woven into a fine yarn-like material called kiviut by indigenous experts, it's the warmest, softest material from one of the toughest mammals to call Alaska's frigid far north home. Ugly moose are durable and protective of family. They're versatile, stubborn, and determined. Ron's friends will tell you Ugly Moose Alaska is the perfect name for his publishing and podcasts, and the moral of the wisdom of the donut hole fits Ron perfectly. Podcast episode transcripts, show notes, and lots of additional information are posted at wisdomofthedonutholeblog.blogspot.com. That site includes Ron's book covers, story-related photos, Alaska photos and maps, interesting side stories, links about places in his books, and unique histories associated with his stories. Even links to learn more about muskox, the bearded ones, our own Ugly Moose Alaska. When you do visit Alaska, visit that muskox farm in Palmer for an up-close and memorable experience for the family. Go to www.muskoxfarm.org and then check out more muskox links in our own show notes. Listen to the Wisdom of the Donut Hole podcast on your favorite platform. Subscribe, like, and tell your friends about it. It's new, we're new, but we're trying. Episode 3 is coming up very soon. It's about his very first book, Cinch Knot, the plot to nuke the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Look for links and show notes to 1990s world events that led up to Cinch Knot, from Middle East strife, OPEC price manipulation and oil shortages, the first World Trade Center terrorist attack, and other pertinent history is there to help frame Cinch Knot's storyline, which was published in 1996. Order your books today. Check out ronwalden.com for a look at his covers and a synopsis of each book, and you can order them directly from there too. They make great gifts. I'm your host, Scott Walden. Read Ron's books, subscribe and like the podcast, and visit Alaska. Thanks for listening. Episode 3 is coming soon.